Kyoto, 45 kilometers northeast of Osaka. It's a 1,200-year-old city that embraces ancient Japanese culture.
With thousands of temples and traditional geisha still gracing the streets.
Hello and welcome to travel.co.nz.
Tonight we're in Kyoto, Japan, which is basically the cultural treasure house of the country. They have 1,600 temples. Amazing.
More culture and history in this city than you could shake a chopstick at, which is probably why 40 million tourists come here every year, making it one of the most visited cities on the planet.
I think that's more than New York.
Yeah.
Anyway, when you think of Japan, you think of fabulous food, everything cute and expensive. So it's going to be a real challenge for whoever is going backpacking.
Yes, as always, we'll be exploring it from the luxury end and the budget end. One of us gets the credit card and gets to go nuts, and the other gets the backpacking.
And the coin decides our fate.
Yes, that's a $10 New Zealand coin, so be careful with that.
500 yen. The 500 is heads, and the plant is tails.
So we're going for numbers or plant?
Yeah, numbers or plant.
Okay, I'm going numbers, luxury.
Ah!
Plant.
Sorry.
Well, plant, it's fine.
This is far too much money for you to have.
All right. Well, you're seeing one of the things that Kyoto is famous for. It's incredibly changeable weather. I was thinking on my 9-minute walk from the centre of town that it was just about to abate. And here it is, hosing down, absolutely. Now, Kyoto's accommodation is famously expensive as well. But if you can't afford over $1,000 a night for traditional Japanese accommodation, there's another type of traditional Japanese accommodation, like this place, the Tour Club, which for 45 bucks a night is not as cheap as backpacking in New Zealand, but it's about as good as you're going to get in Japan. Well, the gift-giving thing in Japan is really big. Even though I'm sort of obviously paying to stay here, it's nice to kind of show the hosts the appreciation, as many people have done here in the past. Sir, I have this little gift from New Zealand.
I have some present for
you have a gift for me?
Yep. It's your name.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's my name in Japanese?
Yes, it's
That's beautiful.
Dean.
Oh, Dean.
Yeah.
Dean.
And this rather nondescript street is a truly traditional form of Japanese hospitality. My hotel, Sumiya, is horrifically expensive. It's also rife with etiquette, which is why lots of Westerners don't stay in places like this. Deciding to stay at a traditional Japanese inn is like going back 200 years at least.
Please, go.
No. Oh, there you go. Making mistakes. It's a complete time warp. 2 minutes from downtown Kyoto, and it's going to cost me $1,350 a night. You see, maybe another reason why Westerners don't stay there. This is quite a lovely little room. A tiny downstairs garden. Now, this is a traditional Japanese bath, and basically the idea is that you shower, sit on this little stool here and shower and get all clean. Then, and only then, am I allowed to go into the bath. And I sit in there like this and feel like I'm 1,000 years old and a little bit too big. Oops. Don't tell the maid.
Well, looks like my $45 NZ hasn't bought me the utmost in privacy. This is a 4-bed dormitory. Got a little fan and a Japanese robe here for me to try on. Play dress-ups later on. Very nice. Nicely raked. This whole place has got a really cool feeling to it, actually. It feels like, I don't know, feels like home. I'll be happy here. Check this out. Imagine my hand as a bottom. Hang on. It's got this little sneaky jet that kind of pokes out of nowhere. It comes and squirts up to clean you, and then you push the dryer button. It's blowing warm air to dry your body after you've squirted it. I'm just gonna stay in here. Being budget boy in Kyoto, I'm finding that a lot of the expensive nightlife is simply out of my reach. But I'm also just having a great time walking around and having a look at what's going on. The place really is incredibly different. I've wandered to a little part of town called Gion, which is home to Japan's secret nightlife. So a lot of these buildings around here will be home to geishas and to private clubs. And I've heard that if I hang around long enough, I might even run into a geisha on the way to work. The geisha and trainee geisha, called Maiko, are dropping in numbers. Some say there are only about 20 geisha and maybe around 100 Maiko left in the Kyoto area. But tonight I'm lucky enough to have met one. It's a treat because normally such a conversation is accessible only to the very wealthy. What kind of work does a Maiko do? What do you do every evening?
The evening time around this time, I get dressed and make up this way, and I go to the house and I'll join the party, and I dance and I serve sake to a guest.
Someone like myself off the street probably wouldn't be able to come in to your place, right?
Yeah, you can join us. Many foreigners are our guests already.
Right. Oh, that's cool. She obviously hasn't seen my travel budget, but that's cool. A Michael might charge more than $2,000 for an evening's entertainment, and a geisha even more.
Life in Japan feels very private, and as a visitor, you catch occasional officially sanctioned glimpses. Now, this is Gion Corner, which is a geisha school and a theatre. There are 2 performances a night, and I think the performances include traditional music, dance, and flower arranging. Righto. It's very unusual. Pretty cool costumes. And I think the music is an acquired taste. It started in China in the 7th century and it died out there. I don't know why. The theatre's a bit like the 50-cent mixture at your local dairy. A wee taste of everything, but not quite enough of your favourite. And it's costing you $60. Quite doll-like. I like cover their faces, it's very cute.
As night falls in Kyoto, the less traditional, more Western and definitely seedy side of Gion comes to light. Well, this is really the heart of Gion's secret nightlife. It's something I've never seen before. An entire street, an entire series of streets dedicated to love hotels, which apparently are short-term loving rooms, if you like. You can pay by credit card, it's completely anonymous, and outside they have the prices. It seems even a bit of nookie here is a very private affair. Well, there's all these lovely little kind of back streets where they don't allow cars, and they're just full of all these wonderful restaurants. I found this one, which seems to be at the cheaper end of the scale, but at least I know what I'm going to get because they've thoughtfully put all this wonderful plastic food out the front there. So if the language barrier is too much, I can just pull someone out and point at what I want. I'm on a budget, but I think those 2 kebabs there for $5.60 look like a bit of me. Coming up, I crash a karaoke party.
And I go fishing 8th century style. Day 2 in Kyoto. Now, I've got the credit card, so I'm going shopping. But I'm also keen to unwrap some of the mysteries of this ancient culture. Now, this is a very expensive, traditional Japanese department store. It's called Nishijin, and it's about 10 minutes cab drive from my hotel in the west of Kyoto. And I've asked the manager, Miss Muro, to show me some of her more expensive things.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Tell me, what is this here?
This is we call in Japanese obi.
Obi.
For the kimono belt.
Oh, the sash.
Yes, sash.
And how much does this cost?
1 million yen.
1 million yen.
Yes.
That's 20,000 New Zealand dollars. That's just for the sash?
Yes.
Okie dokie. So where would you wear such a beautiful sash?
For example, when we attend the wedding ceremony, we put like that.
Does the bride wear this one? Or
Not
a guest?
bride, guest.
Oh, just the guest?
Yes.
You'd hope you wouldn't get invited to too many weddings. What's it made of?
Pure silk and gold thread. Real gold.
Real gold?
Yes.
I can get made up as an apprentice geisha, a maiko?
Yes.
I'm going to go downstairs. Give it a go.
Well, this is Toy Film and TV Studios. I've splashed out 40 New Zealand dollars to come here, and it's a working TV and movie studio as well as a theme park. Apparently here there's a good chance of seeing some bona fide Japanese actors, and it's only about 30 minutes bus ride out of central Kyoto. There's a ninja. Well, I found where the action is. Inside this theatre is a real-life ninja show with real-life tricks. It's all in Japanese, but then again, a backflip is a backflip in any language. These guys are like the Mulder and Scully of the ninja world, but with PVC swords. Amazing ninja tricks, big drops, falls, flips, sword fights. And I've heard that somewhere around here the actors hang out after the show to sign autographs. I thought maybe they'd be like stunt swords that they were using, but they're the real thing.
No smile, oh, no smile.
Don't smile. You're not allowed to smile when you hold it. I hear you're the world champion for martial arts for women. Is that right?
Yes,
Tell me about that.
Chinese Kung Fu. I'm trying. I have 4 degrees.
Wow. You have 4 degrees
Yes,
in...
and four times world champion.
That's amazing. Well done. Here they are, genuine ninja stars. Take a crap, ninja. Oh. Oh. 2 in the same spot.
It was quite amazing last night, and I thought, it's a day of tradition, so why not dress up like a geisha? $170 worth of makeup should have me looking, hopefully, a little bit better than I do at the moment. Getting a first-hand insight into the ritual of dressing is an opportunity not to be missed. Now that's why. Tied into your kimono and decorated from head to toes, I suspect that life as a geisha is not a relaxing one. I think kimonos are all about layers and tying things nice and tight. Ooh. Wow, imagine getting dressed like this. Go to work. What would I do if I had boobs? I'd be in trouble. Freaky thing about these shoes, apart from the fact that they're totally cut away at the bottom and 4 inches high, is that they've got bells on them. So it's a bit like being a pussycat. They always know where you are.
Here at the movie studios, they offer the opportunity to be dressed up as a real samurai by the people that actually do the movie makeup, which is pretty cool. Breathing in, and a fan. I am samurai. I have to scare some children. The final part of the process here at the studios, once you're all dressed up, you get to have your photo taken with a geisha. 3, 2, 1. There we go. It's probably another tourist. Thank you.
The great outdoors are a relief after the rather restricting geisha garb. Well, a 40-minute train ride south of Kyoto, and here I am in picture book Japan. Check it out, it's just like the paintings. This is a fishing village called Uji, and I'm here because I'm going fishing, 8th century style. That's 8th century, 1,200 years ago, my friends. This is called cormorant fishing, and that's because the birds do the fishing. They're wearing little metal leashes, and the fishermen let them out. The birds do all the work, catching the fish, then the fishermen pull them back in and steal the fish out of their mouths. This fishing only happens at night, and ours is a spectator boat, and the fishing boat's coming up alongside now. It's very picturesque. They're just making a basket of fire. I think that's to attract the fish. Oh, there we go. The cormorant is a bit like a duck. He's got a much sharper looking beak and a longer neck. There's another one. Look at that, he's massaging its neck. I don't know why he's massaging its neck. It looks quite rough to me. And then he's tying a little rope harness on it. It's like under the wings and around the neck. Oh my God. Oh, he's got a fish. Look at him, look. Pulls the bird in. And open the beak, massage it out. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey! Oh my, oh! I actually can't enjoy the fishing for being worried about the birds being burnt to death, but it's amazing. I guess if you think it's a bit cruel, the birds do get to eat the fish in the end. They get about 6 or 7 each, so not bad for 15 minutes work. Oh, easy. The bird knew what it was doing, even if I didn't. Another one just bit my finger. Does this look like a fish to you? You hungry little beast? Fair enough, too.
It's hard to imagine, but samurai warriors used to have bloody fights on the streets of Kyoto. It wasn't unusual to see samurais parading around with people's severed heads. These days, however, the streets are filled with an unusual mix of shyness and flamboyance. Believe it or not, this is the Japanese equivalent of a karaoke bar. The idea is because they're quite shy that you don't sing in front of strangers and have a huge bar, but rather these little individual rooms where you can hire them out with your mates and have a few drinks and sing some songs. I've got a few Japanese students lined up that I met earlier on today, and I'm going to crash their karaoke party. A mixture of Japanese and English. I've never heard anything like this. I can do about every 5th line, but it was great. They've even got actions. often do you guys come to a place like this and hire out a room and do karaoke?
About once a month.
Once a month? So this would be a once a month kind of Saturday night thing to do?
Yeah.
Listen to that reverb.
After the break, I go in search of some fans.
And I go for some heady healing.
Ancient Kyoto is patiently thriving alongside the fashion-conscious, forward-moving youth, just like you see a Buddhist shrine next to a souvenir store. I find myself with the locals on the eastern slopes of Kyoto, about 20 minutes from downtown, and a trip would not be complete without a little bit of shopping. Kyoto is surrounded by mountains, so it really warms up during the day. Top of my list has got to be a nice cooling fan. Not only traditional, but practical as well. Should be able to burn a few yen in here. And burning up outside, that's for sure. Oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that. Oh, this is pretty. It's fan decision nightmare in here. I can't decide. Quality, $104 for a fan. Thank you very much. Now I'm really blending.
Well, a 1 kilometre walk out of the centre of Kyoto town has led me to this beautiful old temple, which is the site of Kobusan Market. Now, if you're going to get a bargain in Kyoto, this is likely to be the place. Stay low, Cornish, stay low. And the interesting thing about Japan is that all of the prices are fixed and there's no tipping. But this, the Kobusan Market, is one of the few places that you're actually allowed to negotiate, or where it's accepted that you can barter for your products. Beautiful kimonos, huh? Make a nice dressing gown, very Hugh Hefner, hang around the house in. What do you reckon? I like the tiger.
Yeah.
What is a good price?
The price is 3,000.
3,000. Would you sell for 2,500?
I can sell you for the price for you.
For 2,500?
Yes, okay.
Ah, excellent. We've got a deal. 2,500 is, whoa, $50 New Zealand. Okay, so it's not cheap. It's kind of my budget for something special. Do you like? Konnichiwa. There you go. What do we think? Good, huh? It's really starting to hose down now. The nice thing about this market is that it feels really authentic. There seem to be a lot of local Kyotoites here. The downside to that is that I seem to be a lot taller than everybody else, and I'm constantly getting umbrellas almost in my eyes. There's a bit of a ritual happening here. One wafts smoke onto oneself, first of all, on the part that you want to cure if you've got something wrong with you. I'll give a bit to the old hairdo there, because it's been raining. And now one throws a coin towards the shrine. I'll get a bit closer, I don't want to knock anyone. Oh, nothing but net. And we pray. It's very nice.
There's nothing like knowing you're going to spend $332 on lunch. It's a set menu, thank you. I have no idea what I'm ordering, but the restaurant is 292 years old, so I'm sure they know what they're doing. It's amazing. The flavours are really delicate. Love the wasabi. One of the important things about Kyoto cuisine is it's not about filling yourself up and going away like bloated. It's about the taste and the look. Okay. The strangest part about lunch is not actually the cuisine, it's having my every move watched. When we serve the meal, is it normal for the people who serve it to stay with you while you're eating it?
If the foreigner is coming, they don't know how to eat and what it is, so that they usually stay while you're eating.
They're basically here looking after me, making sure that...
That's right.
Making sure that I'm okay.
Well, it's kind of crazy for the amount of people that actually come through Kyoto every year. The place doesn't have its own airport, so now that it's time to say my final goodbyes to the place, I'm heading to Kyoto Station, which will take me on a fast train for about an hour to the airport. Somewhere around here, I'm meeting Ms. Bagust.
Oh, hello!
Wow, great place. So traditional, so cultural.
So astoundingly traditional, everything's so calm, and then you come to a place like this.
I know, which is ultra techno vibe, kind of Uber Mondo City type stuff.
Yeah. So did you manage to keep to budget?
Well, I spent quite a lot of money for a backpacker, $44 a night for a room in a dormitory, but I did get a nice kimono for $50.
Wow. I paid $100 for a cotton fan and $1,300 to sleep in traditional Japanese surroundings. Thank you very much.
If Japan sounds like your kind of place, then do like young Petra here and tap into the travel.co.nz website. They've got an exclusive travel offer there for you this week.
Fly to Osaka, Japan with Air New Zealand from Auckland, Wellington or Christchurch from only $1,579 per person return. For travel to Kyoto, add a 7-day economy rail pass from only $566 per adult.
There's also another special travel offer on the travel.co site for this week.
For the first time ever, an online Air New Zealand seat sale. Receive a 5% discount on all Air New Zealand international airfares. This means savings of up to $165 per person for online bookings only. See the website or this week's new idea for details.
Remember, booking travel online often means you can get better deals, and because websites are open 24 hours, 7 days a week, you can book at your convenience and not your travel agents.
And once you're on the travel.co.nz, you can click through to travelfree.co.nz, and every time you click, you get points, and that can help you win free flights, just like these guys. It's time for us to say sayonara to Kyoto, Japan, because next week we're off to south of France.
Fantastic.
Au
See you
revoir. I at the moment need to itch my eye, and this hand has to stay hidden, and this hand has to hold the garment. Darn.
Turn that really high. It reaches the roof. That is a very dirty bottom.
This program was brought to you by Global Plus, the fastest way to earn air points, travel.co.nz and Air New Zealand.